Welcome to Paper Trails by Paper Cat Games. This is the demo released recently. Release date for this game is 2023, it looks like. Am I playing this game because I hear it's giving people Phoenix Wright vibes? Absolutely. So it's immediately on brand for me, but it also just looks really cool. It is an investigation game, playing as Justina Smith, the clerk to the enigmatic detective Ernest Hunt, on the hunt to solve a series of cases and find out the truth behind a string of suspicious heists, and maybe a murder or two. So dig for clues, interrogate suspects, follow the paper trail, discover the secrets buried in the great enigma that rules our lives. Paperwork. We are the clerk, not the great detective, which is a very interesting twist. So we're doing the legwork as the detective does detective things. And it appears, I suppose we'll have to see how much the demo actually covers, but it appears to be 5 separate cases all in hand, which I don't know if we can tackle in any order, or if it's sequential like a Phoenix Wright game. But if it's in any order, it's used to piece together a collection of crimes. That's going to be really interesting to see. The Steam page says play 5 interconnected cases that come together to expose one large mystery. So perhaps Paper Cat Games. There is in fact a cat. And we can make friends with the cat. But can we pet the cat? We will perhaps find out. Okay. Controls. Escape. Tab. Skip. Advanced dialogue without selecting choices. Advanced dialogue. Navigate the interface. Okay, so simple controls. Right click for menu. Simple enough. Are these all hopefully they're not mutually exclusive, but window. Alright. I think we'll leave things as is for now. April 16th. Unknown. Unknown. Hello there. This is Detective Ernest Hunt's office. I'm away from the office and leave a message. Detective, this is Chandra Lear, the witness from yesterday. I lied yesterday. There's more going on than I was letting on. However, I won't tell you now. Not until I have full confidence in my safety. I made a terrible mistake and I need the police's protection as quickly as possible. I think my... Chandra, please forgive me. Uh-oh. April 16th, 8 a.m., police station lobby. Here I am, my first day working at this police station. As a clerk. Not the most glorious job, but at least I can stay safe behind a desk. Still, I can feel my nerves coming over me. Working for my dad hardly prepared me at all. I need to do my job well and keep my head low. Now, where am I supposed to go? I suppose I just have to ask. Excuse me, sir? Sorry, miss. Unfortunately, I need to get going. Wait, it's my first day. I'm here for the clerk role. Oh. In that case, I'm Detective Ernest Hunt. Hello there. Unfortunately, that's all the pleasantries I can give. Something important just occurred, and I need to get going. Your station should be at the back of the main office. Miss Earle is our senior clerk here. Please go speak with her for your first role. Well, at least I discovered my workstation. Time to meet my supervisor. 8:05. back at the police station. Excuse me, are you Miss Earl? If you're here to report a crime or to speak with an officer, you'll need to wait in the front. What? Oh, no, I'm not a civilian. Actually, maybe I am? Do office jobs for the police mean I'm a civilian? Office job. Oh, I recognize you. Toss. You're the applicant that got hired at the northern branch and transferred over to ours, correct? Yes, that's me. I'm Justina Smith. It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Sue P. Earl. Welcome to your new office. I am the head, and before today, the only clerk here at this police branch. However, this is not the time for chit-chat. Today is a busy day at the office, and we need you working right away. Oh, yes, I understand. A detective was not the only one rushing today. I'll explain quickly. The desk behind me is yours. There should be a police report for an event that happened yesterday and needs to be filed accordingly. I was going to do it, but something came up recently that requires my full attention. I trust you can handle a simple filing job. Ma'am, yes ma'am. Make sure all the information matches up correctly first. Once you're done, let me know. I want to know why everyone is in a rush, but I can ask her about it later. Right now I need to work. Well, it's about as basic as a workstation can be. Time to finally work. Let's see here. There is a case summary, a witness statement, and a couple of pieces of evidence. Oh, okay. Thief's pad. Footprints were found inside and outside of the room of the robbery. There are 2 straight trails with no breaks starting from the window. Mud stain. The thief's shoes were covered in mud and left mud prints inside the room. It was only muddy after 4 p.m. due to watering the lawn. The safe was... Money for Cash for Kids charity was stored here. Half was stolen. No evidence of tampering, and only the owners and Miss Lear knew the code. Looks like everything is here. Thankfully, the police here are diligent in their paperwork. The only thing left to do is read the witness statement. I should look over the evidence. And case summary first. The case summary should be with the evidence. So, evidence tab. Case summary. April 16th, at around 5 p.m. a phone call came from Chandra Lear, the maid of the Eubank estate. She called to report that a thief attacked her and stole a large sum of money from her master's home. Due to heavily watering the lawn, caused by automatic sprinklers that only go off once a day at 4 p.m., the thief left a mud trail showing the direction the thief moved inside the room. Currently, we are still searching for the man. Footprints in and out of the room. Mud stain. After 4 p.m. Inside and outside the room of the robbery. Starting from the window. So the crime had to have happened after 4 p.m. So around 5 p.m. Chandra Lear reported the crime. Which lines up. Only the owners and Miss Lear knew the code. Intriguing. It seems the lead detective had it recorded. That makes it easier. The room certainly looks like someone overpaid to have such a fancy room. Golf clubs on the wall. Looks like the camera is on. Looks like the camera is on. We can begin. That voice sounds like the man from earlier today. I presume he was the detective in charge of this investigation. Can you provide your name and occupation for the record? Certainly. Chandra Lear, and I work as a maid at the Eubank estate. I appreciate the cooperation. Now, can you describe the events that took place early today? Of course. I was cleaning the master's golf equipment when it happened. I heard a knocking at the window and decided to check what was happening. I opened the window and a man hit me on the head with a stick. As I fell backwards, he jumped over me and landed away from the window. When I recovered, the safe was open and half of the money inside was stolen. I called the police to report the crime shortly afterwards. I see. Seems to me it was a simple robbery. Wait. Something is wrong with the witness statement. I need to look over the evidence again. I'm sure something is missing. When I find a green statement I think has the problem, I can open the evidence menu to submit the evidence. Submitting is as easy as clicking on the evidence. that contradicts that statement. I won't leave this computer until I find it. Interrogation. So we're interrogating indirectly. Intriguing. I now see the Phoenix Wright vibes we're getting here. So we can only really check what was happening. This golf equipment happened. I'm looking at the window side to check what was happening. The window and a man hit me on the head with a stick. I fell backwards, he jumped over me and landed away from the window. If he jumped over her, how did his footprints appear under where the victim fell? Was she simply mistaken, or did she lie? Miss Earle? What is it? I explained the situation to her. Let me see. Oh, you're correct. Something's amiss. The witness statement and evidence contradict each other. I think the police need to speak with Miss Lear one more time. Something is wrong. Toss. Sorry to say, that would be impossible. Impossible? Can you not contact the Eubank estate? You don't understand. About an hour ago, we got a call from the Eubank estate and spoke with the owner. The thief returned this morning, and this time, he took more than just money. He attempted to take her life. What? What happened? What do you mean, what do you mean attempted? She thankfully lived, but is currently in a coma with a life-threatening head injury. Around the time you showed up, our lead detective headed over to investigate. While you were looking over those files, I was processing the paperwork about the phone call. Wait! You mean Detective Hunt left to go to the crime scene when I got here? I see you've already met. That's why he was in a rush to leave. So what would he do now? Is the police supposed to overlook something so obvious? I suppose the only option is to call the detective on site and inform him. Once he knows, he can decide what to do next. Until then, keep Miss Lear's statement with you. You might need it later. The contradiction with the evidence and the death of Miss Lear seem connected. But why would the thief return to the scene of the crime? Death of Miss Lear? And the death of Miss Lear? She's not dead. There must be something I'm missing, right? I'm barely an hour into this job, but yet I already got involved in what feels like a messy mystery. Alright. The bloodstains disprove that she fell to the ground helpless. So did she let someone in? That seems the most probable outcome. Police station lobby. Detective Hunt has returned. I hope my tip helped him. Excuse me, Detective Hunt? No, I'm busy right now. Hold on. You're that new girl, right? The one Miss Earle told me found that clue. I'm Justina Smith, sir. I wanted to ask, did my clue help you? No. It seems to me that our newest member already wants to be in the front lines. You misunderstood. I want to help, but standing in front of an armed criminal is not what I signed up for. That's a really cool. That's a really nice animation. In that case, or should I say, in this case, you can help me finish this. What do you mean, finish? I could use your help getting a confession from our newest thief. Newest thief? Follow me to the interrogation room. You caught the thief? I'm going into an interrogation? He's gone. How am I supposed to help? Still. You know what would be cool? If we'd like live interrogation, it's Detective Smith in the room doing the interrogation, and we're sort of in the observation room observing outside. That would fit with the staying on the back lines of things here. He caught the thief after I gave him my tip. I should see what he wants. Yep, viewing room. Took you long enough. We have to start now, or the chief will force us to press charges immediately. You only told me to come here a couple minutes ago. And you should have been here 2 minutes ago, but I wanted to go easier on you. I still need to know what you want me to do. You're a police officer. How could you not know how to interrogate someone? because I'm not a police officer. I was hired to do paperwork. Well, you are now. Paperwork is the true life of a police officer. Let me give you a short version. Due to laws within our country, interrogations and confessions only allow one formal statement. If we cannot find any problems with the statement, the witness may go free. If we can find a problem, we are allowed to gain an additional statement from the witness. We just have to find contradictions in their statements until we uncover the truth. So you go on the record. You might think that sounds weird and very gameplay-y at its core, but I kind of see the logic in it. You go on the record, you sign your statement, and it's the record, unless the police can come forward with evidence saying that this is lying. He is lying. In case they do that, if they do that, then you can get someone to throw out the signed statement and redo it until you get to the truth. If it's like something you actually have to take before a judge, that will probably get really messy and time-consuming, but it's gameplay, so as a core premise, it makes enough sense to be plausible. You just have to find contradictions in their statements until we uncover the truth. I feel a little underqualified to be in charge of an interrogation. I'm the one in charge. You will simply provide support. Besides, a young face like yours might ease the culprit. Well, if you remain in charge, I will help as best as I can. But what if their statement is perfect? No flaws or contradictions? Do we have to let the witness walk away? If the witness is truly hiding something, there will always be a flaw in their statements. We just need to keep finding them until the truth comes out. One more thing. If you see no contradictions in their statement, one option is to compile the facts. This is done by finding a contradiction between two pieces of evidence. You do need to find at least one contradiction before you can compile. If you get stuck while compiling the facts, you can always go back to finding more contradictions. It is as easy to activate as clicking the option in the text box. That's all there is to it. Easier said than done. But are you sure a clerk like me is allowed inside? Sorry, but save any further questions for the suspect or after we finish. This detective does not have any patience. Here we go. Interrogation room. Let's go. Oh, this is the inside of an interrogation room. Never dreamed of being in here, so it's good fortune that I'm on the police side of the room. On the other side is our thief? But the witness said they were male. Sorry to keep you waiting. I just had to grab my assistant before we began. This one was I's assistant. She's new, so let me catch her up to speed. As part of your arrest, you agreed to completely cooperate with us as part of a deal for a lighter sentence. And you are certain to hold up your end of the bargain? On my honor as a police officer. Then your ears better open themselves to the greatest plan of the entire criminal underground. All she did was go through a window. You look like a hardened criminal, ma'am. Clearly. I wish more criminals had that enthusiasm when confessing to me. Please, state your name for us. I am the great and cunning Hana Overyor. So far, no lies. You're doing great. Keep it up. Stop. Stop patronizing me. I stole from one of the wealthiest men in the city. And I arrested you for the crime in less than 24 hours, but by all means, keep bragging. L plus ratio. Ma'am? Get ratioed. No comeback. Then let us continue. You are currently only being charged for the crime of larceny, so we... hold on. What about... All in due time, assistant. We have a criminal giving a full confession. That takes priority over everything else. What's he getting at? She committed the assault, too, right? Why not charge her for that as well? As I was saying, we need your official statement. We need full details of how he committed the theft. Are you ready, assistant? I am as ready as I'll ever be. Then, monsieur, you may begin at any time. Interrogation. A theft I am proud of. Around 4:30, I covertly sneaked toward the window of the room with the safe. I saw a troublesome maid inside, so I knocked on the window to trick her into opening it. When she opened the window, I knocked her on the head and leaped inside. I rushed to the safe, used these tools to open the safe, and grabbed as much money as I could. Before Miss Lear could recover, I left the same way and did not stop until I got home. It took an entire day to find me. I thought the police were better than that. Hey, sir? Is something wrong, assistant? Your statement seems off. If you believe there is a problem, go ahead yourself. The mentor's job is to ensure you do the job correctly. But you're not my... Oh, never mind. I'll do it myself. For focusing on her first crime, and the attempted murder can be ignored. As it stands, it's the middle of her statement that I have an issue with. I do enjoy your animations. These... Knocked on the head and leaped inside. We can use the same contradiction we found in the witness statement, I suppose. Slap! Sir, I already found a contradiction. The path she walked shows she did no such sneaking. I sneaked toward the window. Why would I sneak around once I was inside? Checks out to me. I thought you were on my side. Just find a contradiction, and I will support you all the way. Try again. Doesn't seem to be any sort of penalty system, which is probably good. Is there a load menu? Oh, load. Knocked on the head and leapt inside. Suppose we can't use that contradiction. Slap. Monsieur, I want you to look at this safe. Your statement on breaking into it is impossible. There was no evidence of it being forced open. The only way you could have gotten in was if you put in the code to open it. Oh! Oh, well, even a thief like me can misspeak. That's one way to put it. After all, you have no reason to lie to us. Of course. I steal only money, not the truth. Never used my lockpicks. I had my own way to break into the safe. Did not break open the safe. In the lockpick she carries are only hairpins. Aha! Deception. Deception 1. Seems reasonable to me, so please offer a new statement to fix said problems. Oh, I will. With that Miss Tacky green suit we'll have to accept. No wonder you're so eager to be arrested. You're hoping to switch out your green dress for an orange uniform. Now, this is not the time for colorful quips. Please, monsieur, tell us your story. His position in this scene gives him a very judgy vibe. I got the safe open, alright. I said that I broke into it, I mean I made sure it was open. I was waiting by the window for Miss Lear to open the safe with the code. When she was almost finished, that's when I began my burglary. I tricked her to come to the window while the safe was still open. I then completed the robbery as I had previously stated. Should I compile the facts now? Oh, I can click here to compile the facts. She seems determined to keep lying. Use that brain of yours to find the lies. I thought you were the one in charge. Ha ha ha. True leaders just sit behind desks all day giving orders. That's me right now. I guess being a clerk is just a leader without giving orders. Looks like I'm on my own here. I mean, in theory, we could. We're being prompted to compile the evidence, which means there's a contradiction in the evidence. After 4 p.m. So unless Miss Lear was lying, Which might be what we meant to compile. Do we throw this at you? Slap! Miss Lear had no reason to open it. Why else would she be in the room if not to open it? At least you are on the right track. Keep it up, number 1 assistant. You have other assistants? Nope, that's why you're a number 1. That also puts me in last place, but we can discuss my status later. It's your first day. Right now I have a contradiction to find. Sure, I finally understand the full picture. Maybe we don't do that yet. Determined to keep lying. Made sure it was open. I mean, we can try it, see what happens. Why not? Let's try it. Slap. Monsieur, I finally understand the full picture. You've been trying to hide something the whole time we've been in this room, and I intend to expose it. What? I'm the one who is confessing here. I have no reason to hide information from you. After looking over the evidence, I found two pieces that together do not match up. Oh, okay. Straight trails with no brakes starting for the window. See, it kind of lines up. Makes me think we can't really do that yet. We meant to find something else, but... I guess we'll try and compare these two, see what happens. Miss Lear's statement from yesterday will seal this case. What could she know about me? With the statement alone, it's this as well. Wait, these don't work together? Okay, so we can go back and forth. Waiting by the window for Miss Lear to open the safe with the code. Actually, you know what? There's unique conversations here, and there's no penalties, so... If the safe requires a code, you wouldn't rely on the random chance to get someone to open it. Random chance or not, I did wait, and she did open it. I have the luck of a master thief. I found the contradiction. She got caught, so she is clearly far from lucky. My luck in catching her is just higher. Oh. I guess that is not a contradiction. Don't rely on luck to figure this out. You can use your skills to find a real contradiction. Miss Lear had no reason to open it. Oh yeah, we've been through this. Why else would she be in the room if not to open it? At least you're on the right track. Keep it up, number 1 assistant. Yep, we've been through this conversation before. Is this just a failed conversation for evidence, or...? Hold it, detective. She can't change her story because she got caught. My story is the same, I only updated the details. A single grain of sand does not make a desert. You only just started your journey. The desert may dry and empty, but keep traveling the road to quench your thirst for knowledge. Please stop drowning me in metaphors, I will try again. This photograph shows you walked towards the safe and left the poor maid on the ground. How does this contradict my statement? That knock to the head could have killed her, unless you... Hold your tongue, assistant. We're focusing solely on the theft, remember? Nothing else. Yes, sir. Why is he acting like the assault on Miss Lear did not happen? Regardless, I clearly need to rethink the contradiction. Bloodstain shows how you walked toward the safe. True thieves would run the moment they saw an open safe. Nah. I have to cut you off there. The maid is unable to stop her. She has all the time in the world to walk toward the safe. The speed she moved while the safe is open is irrelevant. I guess I walked into that mistake. Sounds to me like you are failing at being a detective and comedian. Reconsider the contradiction before you lose your day job. This isn't even my day job. What's her statement? Did not break open the safe. I think one point I'd like to see here, although I need to... We've seen all this text, so... So let's turn this on and see if this changes anything. But yeah, on or off, when we're in an interrogation, we can just skip through everything. Which I feel like... we should turn off skip text for interrogations. Because in the context of a game like this, you'd want to skip through... If you're going through this a few times, you'd want to skip through the flavor text afterwards and get back to the interrogation. If you're skipping through it entirely, then you're just kind of... Oh, we're on auto skip here. Oh god, oh god, oh god. Stop, stop. Yeah, I think that's one suggestion I'd have, is to not skip through interrogations like this. It looks like it's kind of messy to navigate when you're trying to figure out a puzzle. So, apologies for my empty brain, but thinking about it, the answer is kind of obvious. So, yeah, I think that's the problem we're dealing with here, is Hana here relying on Miss Lear to be opening the safe. Miss Lear claimed that she wasn't opening the safe. So what's the right point to disprove that? It's probably this, right? Slap. Yesterday, Miss Lear stated that the reason she was in the room was to clean golf equipment, and her testimony was that she opened the safe. Both statements cannot be true. Indeed, if you want a lighter punishment for your theft, we need you to be completely honest. Otherwise, we will have to call Miss Lear and ask her to confirm if she opened the safe. Oh! Wait, that's unnecessary. It seems I have no choice but to fully unveil my master plan. I had the code to the safe the whole time. And that's how I was able to get the money and quickly leave. I was able to come and steal the safe whenever I wanted. Monsieur accessed the safe by inputting the code. She claimed she could have executed the robbery whenever she wanted. You told the truth. Keep that up in your jail time might be less than a year. If he's serious, I hate to imagine how much jail time she would get normally. Tell us everything. No holding back. No more hiding the truth. You will now witness the full brilliance of my plan. Round 3. Let's go. The full brilliance. In truth, I have been planning this robbery for months, gathering information on the safe. I spied on the owner as he was opening the safe with the code. I had written down the code. No need for brutal methods to open the safe. After I opened the safe, I burned the paper to remove my tracks. I compile the facts now? Sir, what's on your mind, assistant? Your statement. Do you happen to have evidence I'm not aware of? None at all. You have everything you need in your possession. If she had the code to the safe months ahead of time, she could have broken into the safe at any time. Surely it would be simpler than risking herself by being seen. It's ludicrous. There's no way the police can accept this as a confession. If you're truly stuck, try something other than simply throwing evidence at her statement. You can always compile the facts by clicking the red text. It's my only option, I better do that. I mean... what you brought into the house surely was not part of your plan. Maybe it was, maybe it wasn't. You were the one confessing here. Maybe I am and maybe I'm not. Detective, say that thing about her getting a longer jail time if she doesn't cooperate. Maybe I will and maybe I won't. Nah, I give up. I'll try something different. This is done. There's no maybe in getting back at him. Okay, these conversations are cute. I think we are going to... Slap. You say you've been planning for months and yet your path looks messy. Keep my beautiful walkway out of this. You committed a crime. The least you could do is make it look good. Your pathway is perfectly fine with that statement. I think your contradiction is the messy one here. Guess I better try again. Slap. Miss Lee already said that only her and the owner had the code. You just told a clear lie. Did you not pay attention? I discovered the code on my own time before the robbery. That made her no way of knowing I knew it. But how do you know she knew that you didn't know? In order to know, you wouldn't know. Can you prove that she knew what Monsieur failed to know? No. Now we know you made a mistake. Next time, reconsider the facts before presenting evidence. Slap. Miss Lee would say otherwise to that statement. Oh, really? Which part? She never said anything about burning paper. Slap. Who would ever light a fire in a building? That's dangerous. She's right. She likely would have burned it outside the house, away from where it could be smelled. Stop siding with her! I side with logic, my dear assistant. Your logic is faulty. Try again. Slap! Once again, you admit to not using those hairpins as lockpicks. Am I the only one who sees a problem with her carrying them? They're my backup plan in case I couldn't use the pin. There's even a hole in the safe to put the picks in! As I said, a backup plan. Both of us will never know what I could have done with my picks. Let's move on before steam starts coming out of my ears. Slap. You having safe access contradicts your previous statement on why you needed Miss Lear to open the safe. I admitted I lied, right? Now I'm telling the truth. Come now, just because you get a new toy doesn't mean you need to play with it recklessly. There was a time and a place for using it. That statement was not it. I wonder what he meant by that. Guess I should start from the beginning. Alright. Let's compile the facts. Slap! Monsieur, I finally understand the full picture. You've been trying to hide something the whole time we've been in this room, and I intend to expose it. What? I I'm the one who was confessing here. I have no reason to hide information from you. After looking over the evidence, I found two pieces that together did not match up. I feel like it's this. Why'd you leave behind obvious evidence? According to the case file, the lawn is watered every day at the same time. This was pre-planned. You should have known this and planned around it. You could have arrived earlier and not left an obvious trail. I already stated I did not open the safe. I waited for Miss Lear to open it. Since I knew she was going to open it after watering the lawn, I had no choice. Oh, we're walking right into this contradiction. It was unavoidable. That's not true. Slap. The statement of yours proves you could have waited for a better opportunity without being noticed. You see how these two contradict each other now? You could have broken into the house whenever you wanted and opened the safe without worry about mud or leaving a witness. I wonder if we weren't supposed to get into the compile evidence function the first time. It seems like this time either there was flavor text this time, or the flavor text comes about when you select one of the right options. And there were just no right options in that first interrogation, so therefore there's no flavor text for it. Actually, we can test that, can't we? Roll back. Leaving behind a really large trail is too suspicious. The path you took is strange for this plan. Did you expect me to tiptoe everywhere like a fairy? Safe evidence? The safe itself is clearly the answer. Oh no, we got this the first time, didn't we? There's a detail that makes you rethink this whole case. You bluff all you want. That safe is safer than a safe. It will do nothing for you. Lear's statement? Miss Lear's statement from yesterday will seal this case. What could she know about me? Okay, yeah, we did have these before. I think I just didn't look after the first few failed. Yeah, I remember that conversation. I find it odd that your perfect plan required a code that allowed you to open the safe whenever you want. Really? That's your move? I thought having the code proves it's perfect. This evidence of yours proves you could have waited for a better opportunity without being noticed. Okay. Open the safe without worry about... You could have broken into the house whenever you wanted. Open the safe without worry about mud or leaving a witness. It seemed to me you wanted her to spot you. Oh! That... The window, I needed her to open it. It was locked from the inside, and I needed her to open it to get inside. You do know the windows are made of glass, right? If you're willing to steal, it seems odd you would stop at property damage. Earlier today, I uncovered a contradiction in Miss Lear's statement to the police. The trail of footprints were unbroken, even over the place Miss Lear supposedly fell. I could not figure out why she would lie if there was no benefit to her. Now that it's clear you wanted to be spotted, I think I understand why. Slap. The footprints were placed there, deliberately. Now that we proved footprints were placed there deliberately, we can conclude that made before she was attacked. Remember, the automatic sprinklers water the lawn only once a day at 4 p.m., right before the theft. Oh, it would be impossible to make those mud stains before the sprinklers. She was attacked, she moved out of the way. Okay, Stud's being attacked. Both are lying about Miss Lear getting attacked. That's the only outcome. The mud proves Miss Yor moved through the window and Miss Lear had to move out of the way in order to leave the mud stains. There's no possible struggle the two could have had once Miss Yor got inside. Tell me, assistant, what can explain all this? The truth is... Here's the answer. The two are working together. This whole time, your reason for confessing this robbery seemed out of a need for a plea deal. Yet that was never the reason. This was all a means to hide the truth. You were working with Miss Lear the whole time. That's exactly it. Before we entered this room, I concluded that this robbery was staged. While it's possible that the code was stolen long before yesterday, Miss Lear opening the safe herself is completely within reason. I found the same clue you found earlier last night after the report was summarized in that file. Once I knew it was staged, I went hunting for everyone Miss Lear knew, and of those people, checked which one had the same foot size as our thief. I even disregarded being told the thief was male, in case that was a lie. I left only the one in front of us. I think you're mistaken. Surely if we were working together, I could just go inside through the front door and take the money. Or she could have taken it and left the estate on her own. She's really feeling it now. Not so obvious that my assistant could answer that. Go ahead, assistant. Why did the staged robbery require Miss Yord to go through the window? Want the police to know a thief stole the money? Correct again, and we did get involved, so their plan at that point was successful. The moment the money was stolen, it would make news. If Miss Lear says a male thief stole the money and we find tracks on the floor, it will throw off the investigation. We would take Miss Lear's word as truth since it was clear someone did go through the window. Slap. So please, unless you truly want the full force of the law to keep you behind bars forever, we need your confession, now. You win. I'm no great thief. Just wanted to come off as confident because I was scared. Might not be great, but you did try to. Steal the truth away from us. I can't believe you. She committed a great crime and you laugh at it. Lighten up, assistant. We won the round. Nothing is wrong with a bit of fun. That would hold weight if you acted serious at any point in this interrogation. Plus you stole that pun from earlier. Miss Yor, there's some loose ends you could tie up, so please answer our questions. I thought you two knew everything, after all the evidence you had. Why not just throw me in the nearest jail cell right now? If you were stealing based on greed, taking only half the money in the safe would be preposterous. I want to offer you a chance to provide an honest reason you two had risked so much when you could have just stolen more. Alright, you know what the money in the safe was used for, right? It was charity money, although I'd never heard of the charity before. The charity Eubank estate created for an orphanage he raised money for each year. He being Mr. Eubank? Morally speaking, stealing money from orphans does not make you look sympathetic. Every year he does raise more and more money, but according to Chandra, the amount the year, unless his name is actually Eubank Estate, which should be a little weird. I don't think we've actually introduced a Mr. Eubank, head of the estate. That might be a note to take note of, unless I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, correct me in the comments. Please, roast me. I welcome it. Annihilate me. Every year he does raise more and more money. But according to Chandra, the amount this year doesn't add up. He personally helped with raising the funds. She's one of the few non-Eubanks who was able to tell the numbers didn't add up. Slap. Hold on. He's wealthy enough to have a charity, but still steals from it? Why would he need even more money? Hold on, assistant. That has not been proven yet. She did lie earlier to cover her relationship, so she could be lying again. That being said, assuming you are telling the truth, I think I understand why you stole only half. When the police got there, Miss Lear said that she counted and only half was stolen. Since we need to know how much money we were looking for, we had to count how much was in there. When the newspapers got word, we had to report the approximate number, and now it's spread. Ah, so this is all a deliberate ploy to expose rich, greedy embezzlement. I like it. If half gets stolen, it makes it easy for the public to know how much was in the safe. Still, why was the charity money in a safe? A bank would be safer, right? Banks keep records, and if he gets audited, the bank account would have that information. Given that the Eubanks own one of the largest investment firms in our country, they know how to avoid leaving a paper trail. And why provide Miss Lear with the code? Surely it would be safer to keep the code to himself. Well, she was not supposed to know the code. She walked in while he was putting it in and saw the code used. That was 2 days ago, and because of how busy he was, he had not had time to figure out how to change the code. Presume it was no accident she found out. All part of her plan. And now the golden question. Why are you two invested in making sure he pays the proper amount? Why risk getting arrested and not go to the newspapers with this information? She'd been working there a few years as a maid. Lucky enough to get such a high-paying job and being an in-house maid. A perfectly stable room and food supply. However, over time, she learned that the Eubank family was holding back some of the money they owed. She tried to ignore it, but seeing how he was stealing from his charity, she was horrified. The two of us grew up together in a rather poor neighborhood, but we had parents. Taking money away from children who had none created in her a sense of justice that caused her to set the whole plan in motion. That's why I agreed to help her. I understand. Given how wealthy the Eubank family is, if they never found the stolen money, would it be expected that they pay the difference, or the public would turn against them? Plus, with the public knowing the exact amount, it would be impossible to change the payout. And what about the stolen money? Surely she could not return what was stolen without facing jail time. Well, we're still discussing that. I never expected to get caught. If you had said that the money would be anonymously donated without hesitation, I could respect this little plan of yours. I guess even vigilantes can fall victim to greed. Regardless, you'll have to be charged accordingly. I know. I accepted that risk when I agreed to help Chandra. Is there a way to let her off with a lighter sentence? I was the one who stole the money. She just opened the window and gave me the password. I know she will likely be arrested, but there has to be something I can do. She doesn't know? Oh no! We have to say! I'm sorry, monsieur, but we kept some news away from you until now. This morning, around 8 a.m., we got a call from the Eubank estate. She was found unconscious in that very room. What? No, you're joking, right? Just a trick to get more information out of me? As of this morning, no one to arrest us now for both the crime of larceny and attempted murder. Oh no! Well, you'll be charged accordingly for larceny. The charge of attempted murder will depend on the results of our investigation. Impossible! We're best friends! I would never harm her! I believe you, but the rules must be followed. You remain detained here at the police station until further notice. Your cooperation won't go unnoticed, and you have every right to a public defender if your case goes to court. To hell with a lawyer! You hid information just to be cruel! You and your assistant wanted to watch me struggle. This is why we wanted to do this ourselves. You cops are truly evil. I'm sorry, but in your best interest that we do not speak until you have a lawyer. The two of us best be going now. All right. We best wait until we are both outside before we talk. Wish I could do more, monsieur. Now what? My apologies, Miss Smith. That was not something I thought you would see. Nor did I. Hold on, you used my name. You're hereby free from being my assistant and can return to your normal duties. If it means anything, you certainly did well there. If you already knew they were working together, it seems like I was hardly needed. Miss Earl told me how you found the same clue I found. When I ran into you, I wanted to test your critical thinking skills. It seems I was right to test you. The way you solved the case was expertly done. So forgive me if my teasing was a bit much. It was only me having fun. Given how we left Hannah in that room, fun is hardly the correct term. And that is why you are free. Her words against the police were meant for me, not you. You no longer need to face that slander for indulging me. Then, what are you going to do now? Her best friend nearly died, and yet she is our #1 suspect. I need to head back to the crime scene and clear her name. So, excuse me. Hold it! I never agreed to resign as your assistant. I may not be a police officer, but Hannah said something I need to see for myself. So please, take me with you. Unfortunately, I already borrowed you long enough from Miss Earl. Taking you to a crime scene would only make her angry and risk your job. Do you really think I'm that quick to boil? Miss Earl, how much did you hear? Enough to have an opinion on the matter. Ernest, take her with you. If she can help solve the case, And you would be foolish to keep her away from the crime scene itself. I'll make sure Hannah is treated well until you solve the case. Are you sure? What about Justina's job? Her paperwork can wait. She can just stay overtime when you two get back. Stay overtime on my first day? Unless you want to stay here and miss out on all the fun. Alright, I accept. That means you're paying me overtime, right? That means you're paying me overtime, right? Good. Look out for her now. It's only our first day and all. Yes, definitely. Absolutely. Totally. Well, assistant, are you ready? Sir, yes, sir. Perfect. Here are the keys. I will show you the car. You want me to drive? You are my assistant, after all. The assistant always drives. Gives me a chance to see your driving skills in action. You never know when we might be in a highway chase. Follow me. Not that encouraging. That was how my relationship with Detective Hunt began. It went from a desk job to fieldwork in a matter of hours because I spotted one contradiction. Little did I know how much this single case was going to change my life forever. Thank you for playing the demo. Look forward to the full game. If you have time, we'd appreciate it if you could fill out this form. Ooh. I might do that. And this has been the Paper Trails demo. I hope you enjoyed. I didn't mean to click that, I meant to click credits. Yeah, we'll leave off on this. Here's the people behind the demo so far. Oh, there's 2 pages. Character and prop artist, character artist. Really charming. I don't know how to describe the style, but the character sprites are really charming. The style is really charming, I think. Music's really nice so far. Backgrounds are good. QA? Programmer? Yeah. Oh no, I think a really interesting mystery story we have brewing here. Very warm Ace Attorney vibes here. I think it does a good job of capturing the charm of the Ace Attorney games. And I think that's a big part of this. Because you always have a sort of warm charm around the core characters in Phoenix Wright games. Like, that's part of the core of things here. Obviously, you could throw these characters into darker cases, have darker character moments around them, but at their core is a warmth, the charm around them, and did a pretty good job of establishing that so far. It is a for a first mystery, it was simple enough to solve. To say, the only thing that really tripped me up was that one case, that one statement with the waiting for the right time to open the safe. Which the answer ultimately made sense, but the way like a few of those statements were worded made it a bit confusing. Then again, it might just be me being smooth-brained. I have a habit of that sometimes. It's always hard to tell where I'm failing in critical thinking and where it's just didn't click. But yeah, that was the only questionable logic point. Everything else kind of came together. I am really curious to see if the rest of our interrogations are going to have that charming banter. Imagine we'll find a way to work it in, and imagine there'll also be more tense encounters in the interrogation room over time, as cases build and we have more serious encounters with perhaps more dangerous criminals than Monsieur. For First Witness, that was very charming, and established the core of an interesting mystery that promises to grow into something more. I'm excited to see where this comes along. Hope you enjoyed this look at the Paper Trails demo. There'll be a link in the description to try the demo for yourself. Follow the devs on Twitter for updates on it as development goes on. Like it said, release date looking like 2023. Tentatively. But hope all goes well. I'll definitely be cheering this one on as well. I love seeing the advent of more obviously cut my teeth on Ace Attorney fan games, so I love seeing the advent of more games that branch out from that concept and become something of their own. So I'm really looking forward to see how this comes along. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed the demo of Paper Trails. Until next time, until then.